What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. It's your boy Rob, aka Father of Ash, here with another first impression of a manga. And today's manga is going to be Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games. Now, this is one I'm like really excited to talk about because it kind of exceeded any expectation I had, which granted going in I really didn't know too much about it aside from just like the general premise, but this just like really spoke to me in so many ways. Just like being a gamer, it just like spoke to me in my core. But before I jump into that, of course, just letting you know, um, the story and the art is done by Eri Ejima. And to read a little bit of the synopsis, Forbidden Love for Video Games. Kuromi Girls Academy is a refined, elegant school that expects the very best in deportment from its young ladies. Aya got into this peerless rich girls institution on a scholarship and hopes to grow as lovely as her fellow student and idol, the so-called Shirayuri Sama. But Shirayuri hides a terrible secret. She's a trash-talking, combo chaining, newbie stomping, ruthless hardcore gamer. Kid a mutual indulgence in no holds barred video game combat grow into a deeper rapport between the two girls. And on the back here, you have our two main characters. So Aya is the one with the dark hair, and Shirayuri is the other one who is also on the cover of the manga. So, like I said, just reading this premise is like, okay, something about some, you know, girls playing games, whatever. But kind of like the first thing that kind of really got my attention is on the back. They both have fighting sticks, which I'm like, okay. And I'll just say off the bat, like, just like straight up out the gate, even if you're not necessarily like into fighting games specifically, because I've played fighting games a little bit over the years, but I'm not like hardcore into that genre and stuff like a lot of friends and buddies of mine that I knew back in college and that I've met over the years is. But just the fact of being a gamer, I feel like most of us can understand from a competitive point of view. Um, because this manga like really truly speaks to that part of me, that part of my heart and soul, just like understanding the competitive nature that you can get in video games, period. And even more so, in the fighting game community. Because a couple of things that's just done like so well in this series is I enjoy when they have moments where they're actually playing the game and they might show like their in-game characters and like a little small side panel or whatever, and they actually show like the flow of motion of them doing certain combo moves and special attacks and things of that nature. And they even have little mentions here and there that might explain certain fighting game terms and stuff, which I think is like really cool, especially for anybody that might not necessarily be too familiar with the genre, or just might be more of kind of like a casual observer of it. But that is definitely like one really dope thing that they do, and like certain like abbreviations or terms that they might use, they also explain that stuff as well. And it is just a really fun story so far. And I enjoy just these two interacting with each other because Aya, she used to be a really big gamer back in the day, but she's trying to go about her way to try like more fit in versus this other girl, Shirayuri, who everybody thinks is this perfect, figure and symbol of what a young lady should be, but she secretly is like this hardcore gamer. And I just love because honestly, and I'm not going to try to go into like too many like specific spoilers or whatever, but one of the first times that it just like truly spoke to me was the first time Aya came across Shirayuri playing a fighting game, and just look at this, just like the clicking and clanging of like the motion of like playing on the fight stick, and then the moment where she got the victory. And this is what I'm talking about with like the range of motion with like the combos and stuff like that. And then yeah, like I said, like all that stuff like was grabbing my attention, but it was at this moment where she won, and it's just this double page spread of her gripping the fight stick, just screaming, "Hell yeah, yeah!" Because we've all been there. If you play the game, and like I said, whether you're playing competitive against somebody, or if you're just going against a boss or just something in a game that you just like been like trying to overcome, and it's like, yes, I did it. I did definitely have some of those moments. Years back when I freaking played Bloodborne. I'm like taking out a boss, and it's just like, yes. But yeah, that was like I said, between like I said the synopsis on the back and seeing like the flow of like the fighting game characters or whatever, that panel, I was like, okay, I'm in. And then just seeing these two go about, because like they said, like forbidden love, like fight, like video games period is legit banned at the school, to the point where it's like, hey, if you get caught with the like, there are stories like, hey, somebody from a previous year or semester or whatever got caught with the game console or whatever, and they got expelled from the school. And so it's this really fun deal of these girls, really digging into their love of fighting games, of gaming period, but trying to do it discreetly in a way where they can like hide and not get discovered by the janitor, because they're like in a room that they thought nobody would come into, and the janitor's coming in to clean. And then mild spoiler for like a part that just like if that panel of her just screaming hell yeah didn't get me, the one that truly did was they were playing their like the first time Aya came across, because she was walking through the hall and she passed by a room, and she's hearing like the clink, 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 and she's like, what is that sound? And that's where you get to that part where you see her with the fight stick and all this other stuff. And so, she ends up getting roped in. And so, anywho, one point or one time they were hiding out in this classroom or whatever, and the janitor was coming. And so they were freaking out, like, what do we do? And one of them just like bolted and jumped through the window. It's like, what? But at the same time, I was like, hey, I understand, because they'll get expelled or whatever. But that moment where she ran and just like, oh no, somebody's coming, and like the pound of like glass shattering and stuff, like my jaw was just like legit, really legit on the freaking floor. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm trying to find. But yeah, that was just like such a freaking wild moment, to where I'm like, okay, if I wasn't already sold on this moment, it just really did it for me. And then yeah, just, hey, we ain't getting caught, cuz we out of here. But yeah, man, this was such a fun freaking read. Um, and just like really cool, just seeing them, like I said, just going back and forth and stuff on it. But I'm not, like I said, please go give it a shot, check it out. I got it. I got it where I think I got this at Barnes and Nobles or Books a Million, one of the two. But like I said, highly recommend. Like I said, if you are a gamer at heart, or just have any of like that competitive nature in you, if nothing else, at least check out the first volume of Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games. Because, like I said, it truly surprised me. And I'm really glad that I follow the people that I follow online that got this on my radar. And I'm looking forward to see just like where this story continues to go. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Like I said, just want to just kind of keep this short and sweet, and just give y'all a little bit of general thoughts on stuff. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to or if you liked what I had to say, make sure to like the video. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to both Dad Needs to Talk here on YouTube, as well as on all podcast streaming services, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, yada, 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 iHeartRadio, Pandora, wherever you can find podcasts and stuff. Subscribe, follow, leave me a review, all that fun stuff. Be greatly appreciated. And yeah, go check it out. And if you have already picked up this first volume, let me know what you think down in the comments below, or feel free to always hit me up on social media. I'm out everywhere. You can find me everywhere at Dad Needs to Talk on Twitter and Dad Needs to Talk podcast on Instagram. And yeah, let's talk about it. Let's start a conversation and share our love for gaming. But I believe that's going to do it for me this week. Y'all be easy, and I'll catch y'all in the next video or next podcast, whichever comes first. Y'all be easy. Peace.